Breaking news out of Six Flags this morning. Welcome to Coaster Curt's commentary. I am Coaster Curt, and today we have some breaking news out of the Six Flags chain. I woke up to kind of a scary notification this morning that Six Flags was divesting in 7 of its parks. I said, oh no, this doesn't sound like good news, but is it? So let's dive into the statement real quick. So Six Flags is going to be divesting, which kind of sort of means like selling 7 of their parks. Those include, I'm going to read from my list right here. We have Valleyfair, Michigan's Adventure, Schlitterbahn Galveston, Six Flags St. Louis, Six Flags Great Escape, and Six Flags La Ronde. I have plans to go to 3 of these parks this year. Michigan's Adventure, Six Flags Great Escape, and La Ronde are all in my plans for 2026, in my travel plans. So when I woke up and saw those names on the list, I was like, oh crap, what does that mean? What's going to happen? What's happening with our passes? So I'm going to read from the statement, and I quote, "No significant impact on guests is expected during this transition. The parks will continue their regular operating schedules, and all season passes sold will be recognized through 2026 operating season, including multi-park pass privileges at other parks within the Six Flags portfolio." That means to me that my Prestige Pass with the All Parks Passport on it, I'm good to go. And it's still going to work in those 3 parks that I plan on visiting that Six Flags is divesting in. So that also tells me that if you have a Gold Pass with the regional access that they just started promoting and selling with those 7 parks included in their own respective regions, according to this statement, those regional passes are still going to work at those parks. So it doesn't look like any major changes are going to be happening immediately. You might see things happening around the park. Apparently the new Enchanted Parks is who is, I guess, taking control of these 7 parks. They have retained the rights to utilize the Six Flags brand through the end of 2026. So we may not see any like signage changes or name changes or anything like that, at least until the end of 2026. So why is Six Flags doing this? So I think it's doing this because these 7 parks were probably the 7 that were like at the bottom of their performance metrics. Whatever metrics they're looking at, I imagine it's something like not just attendance or sales dollars, but probably more like profit margin and net profit over just gross sales or gross attendance numbers. Is there a surprise on this list for me? Yeah. I think Schlitterbahn Galveston was a little bit of a surprise for me. Definitely Six Flags St. Louis. It's one of the original Six Flags parks. It's a core park. There were only 3 that Six Flags actually built. Every other park that Six Flags ever had in their portfolio was either obtained through a merger or like purchased from whoever was selling it. I'm not surprised at all that La Ronde is one of the divested parks. I've heard that Valleyfair is probably no surprise as well. Michigan's Adventure, it wasn't on my radar and I didn't really think about it being a potential divestment park, but maybe there's something there that I don't know about. Hopefully this is a move in the right direction for Six Flags, and hopefully we start seeing better profit margins, and the parks that they are keeping, I fully expect them to invest even more, which they already have been. There's a new ride coming to Six Flags Fiesta Texas. They're about to open Tormenta Rampaging Run pretty soon. There's a new ride going in at Six Flags Magic Mountain. There have been improvements and new paint and new theming going up at a bunch of different parks across the chain. So it's pretty obvious that they are investing in their core parks. And these are the 7 that just didn't make the cut. Yeah, it's sad to see it go if one of these is your home park, but the company overall still has to be profitable. If the company wasn't profitable at all, they'd be closing all their parks and we wouldn't have any roller coasters to ride. My advice to any theme park goers that really love their home parks, go spend money at the parks. If you love your park, buy your season pass, renew your membership, buy some add-ons, buy food and merchandise when you're at the park. Buy a game pass, buy food, buy merchandise. I buy a magnet every single time I go to the park, and my refrigerator is covered in magnets. In-park spending is probably their best profit margin item. It makes sense if you think about it. There's no way that food actually costs how much they're charging, and they have a huge markup on food because it's a high profit margin item. The profit margin on admission tickets isn't like really that much when you're charging 1.5 times the price of a daily pass for a season pass. Admissions is a huge part of their income, but their best income is gonna be in park spending. I guess that's my advice to anybody that doesn't want their home park to close. Go to your home park, attend it, spend money at it. You don't have to empty your bank account, empty your wallet, no, but just go to the park, spend money. And we have seen a lot of things going on at other parks and big investments happening. So hopefully this is a good thing for the rest of the parks in their portfolio. That's about all I have for today's breaking news. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching Coaster Curt's commentary. I am Coaster Curt, and don't forget to enjoy the ride.